menu na você falou pra ele.
What phrase I'm yelling out is rack out. I'm racking the doors. I'm racking them open. I'm racking them closed. Some correctional officers get us up to the evening. The warning goes out, the doors got to close. Open and close. 250 pounds each. The levers, and the levers are stored down here at the end of the chairs in this rectangular box called a gang box. And in that gang box are 3 levers. And the correctional officer pulls that gang box, manipulating the levers. One sub, all the cell doors, see that game and cut off, about halfway through the sidewalk. So don't push the sidewalk. Notice the red panel in the door frame. That red panel is in our windows. That red panel is there to indicate to the correctional officer whether their doors are open or closed. The most important to the correctional officer is that he's down here at the big box, going through the motions to close the door. You can still see red. We're putting him in after the cell, and the door's not closed, and he makes it out. Now, the door is closed to the sun, so what do you think of that? The clutch, the hammer, and this is a copy of the original operating instructions from the manufacturer. Now from this gang box, Uncle Ed can open one, some, or all the doors here in the flats. Down to the cutoff, I'm only open door 1. But how do you indicate which door or doors you want to open? You do that via the use of the first lever called the selector lever, in conjunction with, if you look back here in the corner of the gang box, is a gauge. And on that gauge are 13 numbers. Those 13 numbers correspond to the 13 doors from here to the cutoff. So Uncle Ed would have pressed this button on the selector lever and move that pointer up and down and point to which door or doors he wanted to open. In this case, I'm going to point to door number 1. That's the door I want to open. All right. The next thing I need to do is pull the second lever called the clutch. Now, if we pretend my arm is the top of any cell door here in the cell house, on top of each cell door is a flat piece of metal laying like this that's connected to the door. It's called the lock bar. And for those who are down here, excuse me, for those who are down here, there's the lock bar. Now, I'm going to pull the second lever, the clutch. And because door 1's been selected, and only door 1, this will cause the lock bar above door 1 to rotate up. So I pull the clutch. Now the lock bar is up. One's down, now it's up. The next thing I do is I pull the third lever, the hammer. Now the hammer is attached to a bar that runs across the top of the doors, and on that bar are a couple pieces of metal hanging down like this called flippers. And for those who are down there, there's the flippers right there. So I'm going to pull the hammer. This will cause the flippers to travel down too and surround the lock bar. So you can see the motion of the plexiglass. So the flippers were there, now they're down there. And the flippers surround the lock bar is attached to the door. I pull the hammer, that pulls the door open. And there's our friend, the red panel. Now closing the door is the same process as opening the door. You have to select which door or doors you want to close. In this case, I don't need to select anything because door 1's already selected, but I still need to pull the clutch lever, the second lever, to cause the lock bar to rotate up above door 1. So I pull the clutch, the lock bar's up, it's surrounded by the flippers, I pull the hammer, and that pulls the door closed. And that's how that works. I don't have anything else for you. I have time for comments, pictures, questions.
far it's pretty.